Hello! Welcome to the Polyglot Files. My name is Michael and today I'm on the move. For the past 2 months, I have been backpacking through Southeast Asia and Africa. I've been to the Philippines, Thailand, South Korea, and now I am in the beautiful country of South Africa. The only issue? Well, while I'm at home, I have enough trouble trying to manage my time so that I have adequate time to study languages. And when I'm out on the road, I have an even bigger challenge. So I thought today it would be cool to detail my language learning regimen while I'm traveling long term. Quite frankly, a typical day of long-term traveling means that I'm sightseeing or exploring a new location. Because of that, I really don't have much downtime, and when I do, it's only really an hour here or there, generally in the mornings or during a hot afternoon siesta. Like right now, I'm roasting. Can you tell? Because of that, I like to have readily accessible materials on my phone. This includes using apps like Duolingo, Memrise, and Link. I won't delve too deeply in what I'm using Duolingo for, since I know Duolingo has been spoken about to death on this channel and on other language learning channels. However, I'm currently using Duolingo for the Duolingo Stories feature, and I'm using it to build my vocabulary in German. I also use Memrise. I was going to be traveling to Vietnam and then changed my plans because of the coronavirus, and then I was going to be traveling to South Korea and spent only a week there before coming to South Africa, again because of the coronavirus. But during those 2 stints where I thought I was going to be studying those languages, I used the introductory courses on Memrise to help me grow a big base vocabulary. I've also spoken about how much I love Link, and I currently use it for basically all of my languages. French, Italian, German, Danish, Russian. With a built-in translation interface, accompanying audio to most lessons, and an automatic flashcard creation, Link is an app that is definitely worth the subscription fee I pay each month. When I'm not using my phone to access apps that are specifically made for language learning, I also like to use more traditional media outlets in order to practice my target languages. For example, in the past year or so, I have been using a website called Quora, and Quora is basically a user-generated question and answer forum that you can access in multiple languages. Right now, I'm accessing it in Danish, Dutch, German, Italian, French, and even languages that I'm not really studying, like Spanish. When I'm ready for some serious language learning, I sit down with my notebook and my iPad and I access the textbooks that I've pre-downloaded onto my device. For example, I have 2 short story collections that I'm working through, one that's in German and one that's in Italian. I also have a colloquial Danish textbook and a colloquial Russian textbook that I use from time to time. When I thought I was learning Vietnamese and Korean, I also downloaded textbooks for those 2 languages. And even though I'm not going to be studying them in the immediate future, at least now I have the textbooks preloaded onto my iPad so I can access them later on. Besides, even though I was only in Korea for about 6 days, I absolutely loved my time there. And when I return to Korea one day, I'd like to have a high enough level of Korean that I could speak to native speakers. Speaking of native speakers, one of the best things that I like to do to study languages and maintain languages while I'm traveling long term is to take online language learning lessons. For this, I recommend Lingoda, the sponsor of today's video. What if I told you that you could take 3 months of language learning lessons online with Lingoda and get a 100% refund on your investment? Well, starting April 8th, 2020 and ending July 6th, 2020, Lingoda is giving language learners the opportunity to see exponential growth in their languages. To qualify, you simply need to complete the Lingoda Language Sprint. More than 25,000 people have already participated in previous Lingoda challenges, and for many, it has completely transformed their lives. I have personally used Lingoda to improve my level in German. I previously took German in university for 2 years, but since graduating almost 5 years ago, I've had trouble trying to maintain and learn more German since I haven't really been able to be in contact with native speakers. However, Lingoda has changed that. Lingoda offers lessons taught by native speakers of German, Spanish, English, and French. And they offer language learning lessons for all levels: beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Best of all, Lingoda offers dozens of lessons each day, meaning that you can take a lesson basically at any time of the day, so long as you have an internet connection. Not to mention, class sizes are small, with an average of 3 students per lesson, and all the material you need is provided by Lingoda. The PowerPoint slides are available online, the courses are structured in an easy-to-follow manner, and you are provided with feedback after every single lesson by your native speaker teacher. Further, Lingoda is now offering quizzes for all German and English levels. If you're interested in the Lingoda language sprint, you have 2 options. The first is the Super Sprint, where you take 30 days of lessons per month for 3 months and you receive a 100% refund, or you take 15 days of lessons per month for 3 months and you receive a 50% refund. You can participate in the sprint by taking lessons in German, English, Spanish, French, and Business English, and all participants who take English or Business English are able to take the Cambridge Online Proficiency Test for free. To participate in the Lingoda language sprints, you need to make sure that you sign up by March 24th, 2020. A €49 deposit is needed in order to secure your spot in the sprint. Lingoda will refund your tuition fees, along with the deposit, assuming you attend the agreed number of classes within each sprint month in accordance with the contest rules. Spaces are limited, and I encourage you to check out Lingoda's Instagram to see stories from past participants. If you're interested, click on the link in the description and get a €10 discount on the deposit for the Lingoda sprint of your choosing. In addition to taking language learning lessons online, one of the best ways for me to practice my target language is to actually use my target language while I'm traveling. The most overt example of this is the fact that I am in South Africa right now, and I probably will be for the next couple months, and I can pretty much use Afrikaans every single day. Not to mention, Afrikaans is everywhere. It's in books, it's in newspapers, it's on the radio, it's on the TV, and it's overheard in conversations that I observe between native speakers. Speaking of eavesdropping, one of the little-known and perhaps uncouth ways to study a foreign language is to eavesdrop on fellow tourists and locals while you're abroad. One of my favorite places to do this is crowded airports. I can access a large number of different foreign languages while I'm sitting in one place pretending to read the newspaper but secretly listening to conversations of those around me. Yeah. Besides, this eavesdropping can actually lead to genuine conversations with the people I'm eavesdropping on. For example, I was able to negotiate a seat swap on an airplane and speak to fellow hotel guests in French. And while I was in Thailand, I stumbled upon a group of Afrikaans South Africans, and I was able to attend a braai at their house and speak Afrikaans for an extended period of time. Who says that a successful language learning regimen only happens at home? Let me know down in the comments if you have a travel regimen that you use to study your foreign languages, or if you will be participating in the Lingoda language sprint. I'm interested in knowing. Also, don't forget to check me out on social media. I have a Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. As usual, thank you for watching the Polyglot Files, and I will see you next time. Goodbye! As long as it's not a monkey, we're okay.